End up falling. Like in the knowledge.
I got a story to tell. The traps of life, too many dwell.
But if you look at high school, there's a certain way that academic work is done. In my book, I call it a conveyor belt model of academic work. And I don't mean that as a pejorative or negative. I mean it just as a reality of how high school system is structured. So in high school, students are in class for about seven to 8 hours a day. So they're in class for most of the day. They're taking about 10 to 12 tests or assessments throughout their high school course. And on those assessments, you're taking approximately one chapter of information, a much smaller set of information, as you'll see compared to college. And then the teacher plays a significant role in the academic environment. And the teacher is doing a lot in terms of giving instruction, providing feedback, taking lessons each day from students and then reinforcing those lessons and adjusting instruction, doing a lot of what we call regulation of the learning for students. And students, if you just go to class and stay on the conveyor belt of activities and homework and reinforcements and quizzes and so on and so forth, if you stay on that conveyor belt of activity and you're relatively, smart, you're going to do well in high school. And if you're really, really bright, you're going to excel in high school. But the key point is that students are moving their way through there. That's what students are oriented to in high school. So they navigate this system and they do it relatively well. Then they get to college. And automatically, there's about a 50% reduction of information they're getting directly from the instructor compared to what they're going to be assessed on. So you're a new student, you start off, we're going to be starting, our campuses here will be kicking off in about a month. New students are going to get there, and probably some of your former students who hadn't figured this out are going to get there, and they're going to recognize that, oh, it's mid-August, and we have a test coming up maybe in end of September, and I don't even know what it's going to be on. What they're talking about is that in high school, there was this expectation and a knowing of when they were going to be assessed, and they had a lot of information. And when they go to college, that information is significantly reduced. I call it the great information reduction. There's a 50% reduction in information.